My fellow Liberians, the 175th year of our nation's Declaration of Independence is upon us. I wish all Liberians everywhere a happy Independence Day celebration. On this historic occasion, I often try to imagine what declaring independence also meant for the founding fathers and mothers, what it should continue to mean for us today, and what it must mean for our children tomorrow. The circumstances surrounding Liberia's Declaration of Independence were challenging. I imagine that some of our founding fathers and mothers were mostly unsure and afraid of the future as they were distrusting of each other. I imagine some argued against declaring Liberia a free and independent nation and wanted to simply go back to the security and comforts of what they knew and have become used to. And yet, the bold declaration of Liberia's independence have taught us that we never move forward by going backward. I also imagine that some may have been concerned that freedom and independence would come with the additional responsibility to govern, which many believe themselves to be unready for. Some likely imagined that the duty to lead themselves, make peace with neighbors, while contributing to the peace and security of the world, and to unite and provide equal opportunities to all citizens across the divisions and differences of tribes, ancestral origins, religions, political affiliations, and gender would be too much for them to do as a free and independent nation. The truth is that we would not inherit an independent country today had the founding fathers and mothers given into their fears, distrust, and uncertainties. We would not have become the inspiration for freedom and independence many nations on the African continent and around the world saw us to be. And because they were able to look beyond their own concerns and boldly declare Liberia free and independent, we, all Liberians, have inherited a legacy of overcoming our fears, distrust, and uncertainties. We too do not have to be defined by the challenges we face or the things that continue to keep our nation down, backward, and divided. The legacy of boldness and overcoming also plays upon our collective shoulders a duty to be responsible for our own governance and management. The Declaration of Independence gives us a collective responsibility to unite ourselves and develop our country, to make peace with each other and with our neighbors, and to stand up proudly and be respected in the world, both by what we do and by how we do what we do. Over the course of our nation's journey, we have achieved many notable and historic firsts. Liberia is one of 4 African countries to be original signatories to the United Nations Charter in 1945, and one of 32 independent African states to sign the founding charter of the Organization of African Unity in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia in 1963. At the UN, We produced the first African woman to head its General Assembly. While on the African continent, we have contributed to the formation of many of its regional and continental governing and financial institutions, including producing the first woman to be democratically elected president. Despite all of these accomplishments and more, it is time to take a hard look at ourselves. Liberia is independent, but we are still not free. We have a rich country, but we are still too poor. We should be united, but we are still too divided. Our women and girls continue to be denied opportunities and have hurdles placed in the way of achieving their dreams. Our young people are still without the empowerment and opportunities they need to succeed. Our schools continue to fail our children. Our hospitals continue to be without much needed support and technology, so that Liberians are continuing to die from treatable illnesses. Our land is fertile, but we still cannot feed ourselves. 175 years later, the Liberian government is working best for its officials, while too many of our citizens are living under inhumane and unacceptable conditions. Those who once looked up to us from around the world for inspiration in the possibility of their own freedom and independence now look down on us, disbelieving where we still are as they forge ahead and leave us behind. 175 years later, we too must now summon the courage to change course. We simply cannot continue as we are doing. We too must be bold, not just for ourselves, but for our children and their children. We must end loyalty to party and strengthen loyalty to country. We must end keeping ourselves as a beggar nation, abandoning our responsibilities to ourselves by looking to others to do for us that which we can and must do for ourselves. 175 years later, we must end the stealing, injustice, inequality, impunity, and disunity. We must end the unfortunate business of political leadership only benefiting a few at the expense of the many. We must end this business of Liberia being a place where Liberians cannot succeed and will continue to be treated as outsiders to their own economy. In whatever vocation of life one may choose, if Liberians cannot succeed here at home, then we do not deserve to call ourselves a free and independent country. 175 years later, we must reset the moral compass, punishing justly, equally, and fairly everyone who breaks the law, and rewarding justly, equally, and fairly everyone who abides by the law and serves our country honestly, diligently, and faithfully. We must act with respect for our traditions and customs because they represent who we truly are. I know that change is hard. I know that many are giving up on change after many years of failed promises. But we must renew our faith in the possibility of change. Change is the only way we will achieve the freedom and independence our founding fathers and mothers declared 175 years ago. Finally, my fellow citizens, let us not fail to uphold the honor and fulfill the promise of our inherited Declaration of Independence. Let us not fail to give our children a better, freer, and more just society in which each Liberian, irrespective of tribe, religion, or gender, can dream and with hard work be assured of achieving their dreams. 175 years from now, may it also be said of this generation that we too were bold in charting a new direction for our country. May it be said that we reset a new course toward unity, shared prosperity, equal opportunity, democratic governance, and the transparent and accountable management of our country's resources to the benefit of all Liberians. If not us, then who? And if not now, then when? If not us, then who? And if not now, then when? Liberia deserves better. Liberians deserve better. Real change is coming. Happy Independence Day. God bless you. God bless Liberia. I thank you.
Okay, thank you. Share the video. This is the late night show of the General Show. This is the General Late Night Show. Share the video. I am here maybe for 1 hour, maybe 1 hour. So, and you see, I'm using my iPad right now because my computer is freezing up. So it can do us whenever I try to go on. Okay, guys, how are you this morning? Today is Wednesday. We don't have any afternoon show. And this is Fire for Fire. Share the video. We got a lot of things to talk about. I'm going to deal with the crybabies. There are a lot of crybabies out there. We got 76 days to go. 76 days from today will be voting for the next president of Liberia. Let me give you one short little story. You know, sometimes people don't see because their eyes are blocked by either or dirty windows or something blocking their eyes, but they think they can see. Instead of them checking, sometimes okay, I put it, they say, do not judge a book by its cover. It was this lady who moved in a neighborhood, and she saw this lady and her neighbor washing her clothes. And then when she looked through the window, she told her husband, she said, wow, that clothes is not even clean. The man said, what happened? He said, but look at the clothes. It look, that's supposed to be a white clothes. So the man said, well, don't just leave the woman. The next day again, she said the woman clothes 3 different times. She said the woman clothes is dirty. And you know, the woman continues, she don't know how to wash. She don't know how to do anything. And she talked to her husband, said, listen, man, leave this woman alone. Leave this woman alone. So this day, when she sat in the living room, when she looked through the window, she saw the clothes clean, white. She said, well, I guess so. Now at least she listened to me because she couldn't do the laundry well and the clothes were dirty. So her husband said, no, I brought people to clean the windows because the window was dirty. She said, oh, what I'm trying to say here is that they got people who don't see. Their eyes are open. They choose not to look or to check properly and they just speak. That is what's going on in Liberia. There are people who have eyes, but they choose not to see. There are people who have ears and choose not to hear. They are just one of the useless Liberians, or I call it unpatriotic Liberians. They are very, very useless and they got no thinking, especially people from the UP. And there are a lot of distraction going around. Don't let it move you. They're not going to change the story. They will not change the topic. The topic here is that one, President Weah must go. Two, Joseph Newman Boaka is not fit to be president because he's sick. Three, Joseph Newman Boaka is dishonest. He's no different from the CDC government. They are corrupt and they are all over the place trying to bring foreign money into our country. You know, there's this guy they call, he's being indicted by the American government. They call him Stanton Waterspoon. I said, frustration will kill this kid. He can't see Joseph Boaka and Fagon there on the way to Raw Island because they say he's having a town hall meeting. He can't go anywhere. He opened this online Facebook thing, bringing people and on the comments. We're not going to listen to that. He's nobody. He's broke. Look, this kid, in fact, he will be going, his case is October. He have tried everything. He pushes. Now it's October 10th. And hopefully, I hope, only thing I won't be here because I plan to go to his case and carry it live. But this kid here, I don't know what is his problem that he cannot just concentrate on his problem. He's not seeing what is going on. You already been indicted by America. You will go to jail no matter what. But he want to die with someone. He want to pretend. Now he's doing a cash app. He asking people for money. It's serious. It's not no joke about it. When you look on his show tonight, he said, oh, this is the cash app. He's not doing no God will bless you because there's no cash coming in anymore. Everything is on hold. And the frustration. But anyway, let him just stay on Facebook. Don't worry about it. Only internet people and the people in America will listen to him. He won't be on. He's not on radio. There is no spoon radio on in Liberia. And that's it. Nobody gave a damn about it. And that's it. Or child who said they will not sleep and the man will not sleep, that child will not sleep. Now, the UP people, let me tell you before, you saw Mr. Boaka. While Mr. Cummings is in Liberia, speaking to the people, gave a July 26th message. We're still waiting for the president. We're still waiting for other candidates. We're still waiting for Mr. Boaka. Mr. Boaka in America doing photo shoot in front of the Dunkin' Donut. Then he got another picture. I don't know, he's in the basement. I know he's supposed to be in Raw Island, but there's no food. The old man is hungry. Old man is hungry. Guess what now? In the chat room, let me get you on the secret. In the chat room, y'all listen to me. You guys listen to me. I know some of them listen to me right now. They say, but this is bad. Why? Who took the picture? In fact, we got to ask Mo Ali, who took this picture and put it on Facebook? Who took the picture in front of Dunkin' Donut? Who took the picture? Nobody can answer who took the picture. Nobody knows who took the picture. But the picture is on Facebook. The old man is doing photo shoot in front of Dunkin' Donut. Now, this old man is sick. This old man is in this country to have his operation done. That's what he came for. There is no way he can bypass it. But they are trying to fronting. And you know, you're pretending as if you're not sick. Ain't nobody. The old man is sick. Now, the old man in the place, they say there's no food. So they call this lady here, Bintu Hunter. Bintu Hunter, she's the one who are fighting for the whole UP stuff. They say, well, they got to look for some money because this is not nice. Then the other guy joked and he said, I think we need to go and talk to Henry Costa because all this thing here is low bad. And because when Henry Costa was here, he used to do all the running around for us. And yeah, we push her. They start arguing with themselves. But you can see the old man in the place and then tired. Look, see, this old man came to America for treatment. Just stop fooling us. What kind of, we just got 76 days to election. This woman coming America, he ain't get no contact. He ain't meeting nobody. And if you play with me tomorrow, I might end up going to Rhode Island to cover the town hall. They say they're having a town hall. Now look at the excuse they give. Look at the excuse. Where in the world you want to have a town hall on Wednesday? Who in the damn Rhode Island that will not be working? You want to have a town hall on Wednesday? Tell me. So tomorrow they say, oh, you know, most of the people were working and whatsoever and this and that. I know the exact house that he went in and the Airbnb they put him in and whatsoever. But listen, look, let me tell you what the UP is so desperate until they don't know they are being set up that the plans of CDC is to present UP to them. Jeremiah Kuhn knows about the plan. Alex Tyler knows about the plan. Prince Johnson is aware of the plan. Now, you know that the Liberian people don't want UP back to power. We all know that. UP can go up and come down. They got nothing to show the Liberian people. Mr. Bwaka has nothing to show the Liberian people. But you know they got some stupid ones who say, you must win first before you leave. You are stupid. You are very, very stupid. You must win first. No, we will not change the subject. Only stupid people, that is how you've been taking us before. Just give it to me. When you give it to me, then I will decide what to do. Then I will do all the little things. Like I listened to Fatiga arguing. Oh, nobody want to hear what Mr. Cummings is talking. That had dumb. They went to school, but they are still stupid. No, nobody in Liberia. Yes, Ellis Cummings is good. Ellis Cummings is this. Ellis Cummings is fine. But nobody in Liberia want to listen to that. So what Ellis Cummings need to do, Ellis Cummings should be corrupt like Mr. Bwaka. Then maybe the Liberian people listen to him. But you got it wrong. You got it wrong this time. This time we will beat you like a real market dog. No, market dog will run away. All cup. You don't see nothing yet. You'll be running around and faking people. You'll be acting like 419. Share the video, please. Share the video. And let me tell you how the setup is all about. The other day, you saw Alex Tyler. Alex Tyler endorsed Mr. Bwaka. How can Alex Tyler endorse Mr. Bwaka, but Alex Tyler is running on an independent ticket? Listen. Alex Tyler is running in Bomi Hills as an independent candidate. Alex Tyler, he's a political leader of LPDP. So who Alex Tyler brought to Mr. Bwaka? UP people, you adore the power, the desperation for power confuse you. How can the political leader of LPDP, one of the collaborators of the CDC, left and say we will support you? So who he brought to you? Now guess what? Edwin Snow is supporting Tyler in Bomi Hills. Edwin Snow supporting George Weah. When Alex Tyler wins, he going back to CDC because they want you, the UP vote and the CDC vote. CDC don't have a candidate there. You listen to me. That is how desperate UP are, and they will catch your, they will use your like real slave. They will use your like slave. Listen, maybe you ain't get it yet. Alex Tyler, you were all want to play dancing King Kong, corruption King Kong coming to us. He went to Europe. He said, I will support Mr. Bwaka for president. But you don't sign no agreement with him. And Alex Tyler supposed to run on his own party. No. Alex Tyler running as an independent candidate. The last election, he ran on the CDC ticket. Now, he running on his party ticket this time. He abandoned his party. But who he brought to you? In that same place, UP don't have a candidate. CDC don't have a candidate. But what you people really up to? Now, Edwin Snow from Independent or CDC supporting Tyler. All the sedition supporting Tyler. So their plans now is to come closer to Bwaka and do everything to stop Mr. Cummings so CDC can meet UP one-on-one in a second round, which y'all will not even reach that far. We're telling the Liberian people, you people have been sold out. You people are corrupt. Everyone, including the Mo Ali, the whosoever, they all eating money from CDC just to sell you out. You see, because of the wickedness, because the old man is so dishonest, that is why all these things catching up with him. Prince Johnson is still supporting George Weah. If there's a second round between two of you, which it will not happen, Prince Johnson will support George Weah. If it come between us and George Weah, Prince Johnson will support George Weah because Prince Johnson now is begging George Weah for everything, for money and whatsoever. Yes. So Prince Johnson now is in a hot water because CDC already feeling pushing somebody in there. So Prince Johnson I already said, well, Papa, we'll give you the small money, but whatever you want to do there, do it now, but we can't say anything because you wasted time. Then Jeremiah Kuhn too. Jeremiah Kuhn was going to run to sell, to negotiate in the second round. But Jeremiah Kuhn is doing it to present Mr. Bwaka as the bait. So George Weah can eat it raw. So we tell the Liberian people, they are not ready for change. CPP is more prepared and ready. The Ellis Cummings, the Shadin Bromskin, and whosoever in the CPP, they are the alternative and they are ready. Look here today. This man gave an independent message to the president yet. We ain't heard nothing from Mr. Bwaka yet. Mr. Bwaka sitting in America enjoying himself. He said he coming for rally. He coming for his son wedding, his grandson wedding, his granddaughter wedding. Oh, he coming for fundraiser. But he made one statement. He don't speak. Almost like President Weah. At least President Weah can preach. At least President Weah can dare sing some days. And what President Weah don't understand, you yourself, Mr. President, you asking what Mr. Cummings want to fix. You don't know what you messed up. You don't know the first thing, our children are dying in front of you every day because of drugs. Don't you know that the people that work for you, 10,000 of them, they are paid under $100? Don't you know? Don't you know that the hospital are not operating in Liberia? Don't you know there is no justice in Liberia? Don't you know the fake infrastructure, the roads that is going on is all damaging? Don't you know that, Mr. President? And then you ask him what Mr. Cummings want to fix. Mr. Cummings, I've explained it to you over and over. Our people are like strangers in their country. You rather give contracts to foreigners and then you downplay your people. You make your people feel as if they are lazy when you, the president, are not encouraging them. Today, people are struggling what they will eat tomorrow. Our phones are still ringing. Today, people are looking for food just for 26. But all your surroundings are fine. Our leader don't sleep, Mr. President. Our leader do not pleasure. Do not just jump and buka. It is a serious business. This is not beat it, driver, beat it. If you die, that you're worried. No, Mr. President. This is not about the citizen getting CCTV when they're the second find food to eat. So don't you know what Ellis Cummings want to fix? The one that you messed up, Mr. President, that today the international community look at us as a laughing stock. Mr. President, you know you are tired with this job. Please do not do the contrary, because Liberia will not fall for it. The international community is watching. It will not be like Sierra Leone, where people hack the election. It will not be like Sierra Leone. It will not be like Ghana and Nigeria, Mr. President. There is no way, if you think you can fool the Liberian people, that you will win in the second round. When you was a superstar, when you had everybody believing in you that you will change the system, you never went more than 40%. The 2 terms you went against Ellen, it was between 20 to 25%. It was in the second round that you reached 38%. 2017 election, you got 38%. 3 political parties. It was in the second round that you got 61. But you failed to believe that the other people help you. Today, where people are crying, people are confused, you say you will win because opposition is not together. Which opposition are you talking about? When they were not together, everybody was separate. You alone had 3 parties. You only came up with 38%. Now, with 2, you 3, but you still got problem in your camp. You lost a lot of voters. You got few back. You can take them and squeeze them in a sardine cup. Oh yes, they were your supporter. You brought them from all over to tell you thank you. You play your own programs. Mr. President, you can't fool us. How can you plan a program in Montserrat when the voters are in Montserrat and you say Maryland endorse you? Maryland County endorse you? Mr. President, it makes no sense. Mr. President, don't act like Donald Trump. Do not. Liberians are people who do not have patience. We got 40% of the people in our country who just looking at you, Mr. President. You will lose this election. There's no way you can win this election, Mr. President. The only chance you have here right now is to cheat and get in the first round, in the second round. But there is no way. I really want to see that you can go to Israel. You can go in the Red Sea. You can come up. You can go to the last medicine man. They can't fool. The medicine will not work on certain people anymore. It will only work on minority of the people who support you. We are not here to convince your supporters. Whether you lay down, they will vote for you. You stand up, they will vote for you. You eat good fried fish, they will vote for you. They are just there. We are not here to convince them they are Liberians. We pray that they will change one day. And for you, UP, the people who believe that because they're from the same county and they believe in tribalistic behavior, and they believe that Mr. Bwaka, and they think that Lofa County is Monrovia or Liberia or whatsoever, you get it wrong. We're not here to talk about you. We're not convincing you. Your name is Moluba. You support Mr. Bwaka. We know why you support Mr. Bwaka. But don't worry. We got people from Lofa County that support Mr. Cummings. The good ones support Mr. Cummings. The tribalistic ones, they support Mr. Bwaka. Mr. Bwaka, he's a tribalistic old man. He's a wicked man. He's a wicked, wicked man. This man destroyed the CPP. He tried his best to destroy CPP. Use Ben Nayure. He used Ben Nayure and kicked Ben Nayure out. He threw Cameron Costa away because of what? Eugene Fagon. He threw Henry Costa away because of corrupt. How can a man fight corruption when he himself is corrupt? Mr. Bwaka is corrupt. Mr. Bwaka is corrupt. If Mr. Bwaka can die with a criminal like Stanton, he's corrupt. Now, Stanton just said he can't go no poor lady. He's supposed to be wrong. And he can't go. He try. We're watching him. We'll call the police that he just crossed the border. The ASS will stay in a house. He will stay there and run him off and pretend to y'all as if everything is okay. Nothing is okay. He dry like hell. He dry. When you're a criminal and you don't behave yourself, that is how they will treat you. Look at the people. Why they lie? Why UP? Listen, you telling us if Mr. Bwaka was president and sick, okay. But Mr. Bwaka, the election was over. Mr. Bwaka had a heart problem. They put pacemaker. Mr. Bwaka is still sick. You're telling us we should vote for Mr. Bwaka to compensate him? Why? We voted for Weah. Then when I listened to Stanton's stupid show, I listened to some people, the other guy said, Oh, Mr. Cummings associate himself with all kind of people. That's why the people is not listening. Stupid Stanton saying that. Nobody listening to Mr. Cummings. Nobody know Mr. The time you are on radio, they ain't listen to you. You on a damn blue app or the YouTube, then you think they will listen to you. Who give a damn about you? You give a damn. You got Eugene Fagon, who cussed the woman, saying that anybody who supported Mr. Bwaka got a brain tumor. Today, that's the same man, Mr. Bwaka will push out one on the train track. Oh, yes, we know that. Then you get the same Fadiga who cussed the woman before and said the woman ain't get it, he's not a leader and whatsoever. He went to Spoon bribed him, he supported the woman again. That's your right. But no Liberian will listen to you because one, Fatiga, you're not a voter. You got no voice in Liberia. Nobody gonna listen because your entire family is on this side. You are lucky, you okay, your family here. You don't get nobody in Liberia. Eugene Fagon, nobody will listen to you because you know different from the same people. You were trying for George Weah to be a real dictator. You insulted Edwin Snow. Today, you lie. Oh, I'm going to run in bombing. Who the hell was going to vote for you in bombing? Who you think was going to vote for you in bombing? You got all your tips on the internet, disrespecting people. You thought President Weah, I told you one day, I said, President Weah will never forgive you. You insulted him before. Sometimes you guys don't understand why people don't go after us. I'll tell President Weah the truth. I don't need to curse President Weah. I don't need to curse him, but I need to tell him the bad things that he's doing. Even if he don't agree, when he go to sleep, you say, damn, Muna just told me. That is what we got over you guys. I can express myself to Mr. Cummings. You bitches cannot express yourself to Mr. Bwaka to say, this is what you're doing. You're sat there, you're trying to break up the whole damn country because the CPP was doing good. Mr. Bwaka think that the Liberian people owe him. He's entitled to the presidency. Oh, I work for a Congo woman. You call Eddie Johnson Congo. If you're a good leader, they were gonna vote you in. But because you are a bad leader, Mr. Bwaka, you are a bad and terrible leader. You don't make decision for yourself. By the time someone push you up, you step them down. You suppress people. You have not promoted nobody. You only concerned about your family. You gave your children jobs. You gave your relative jobs. That you are going for negotiation to look for money. You carry your son. You carry your nephew. You left the UPB because the UP are corrupt too. Look, they really use you. Maybe you ain't get it yet. They use you, and I love the way they using you. They're using you. We're telling Liberian people the truth. Go and tell Liberian people who you met in Ghana. Who were the people you met in Ghana? Henry Kosso spoke the truth. The woman is the woman is dishonest. He's corrupt. A man who fought for you, did everything for you. You betrayed him. Mr. Bwaka betrayed a lot of people. A lot of people in Liberia in the political scene. Yes. You worked for Ellen for 12 years. And you were looking at Ellen as a different person. You went behind closed door. You think I don't want to make Mr. Cummings president, that Congo man there. But when you are eating Mr. Cummings' money, then guess what? Another fool came on the station and said, well, you know the problem Mr. Cummings facing because the 2017 election, Mr. Cummings refused to endorse Mr. Bwaka. F you. 2017, UP was the damn ruling party. All opposition was supposed to support Mr. Bwaka, Mr. Weah. UP was the ruling party. Why you guys crying? Oh, Mr. Cummings, he support you. Who the hell? Why did you support you? You were the ruling party. You're supposed to be thankful that some of us supported you. You're supposed to be thankful. Why did you support you? They were in an agreement that they will support the opposition against you. You turn around and start crying, poor moth. Oh, the men are corrupt because he paid one house. You're so damn dumb. Let's forget about stealing. How much he make for 12 years? What was his salary? Because in Liberia, a president, vice president, don't buy gas. They don't buy a car. They don't pay for nothing. They got free food. Everything is free. $8.7 million went through that office. Not to pay for himself, to travel and go places. What he did with it. That's why Eugene Namo say he got a dirty tip. They will dirty your tell who election reach. They will dirty your this election. Either one of you will meet us. We are the most powerful. You can go and fake all your polls. You can call them, say, gentlemen, you call. That for nothing. The most powerful candidate in Liberia, that Alex Cummings. Take it anywhere. That is why you're confused. CDC confused, UP confused. Who to meet Mr. Cummings? The ruling party got the edge to meet Mr. Cummings. You are nothing. You ain't got nobody. You ain't got nobody. The people who supporting you, the people who supporting UP, a bunch of corrupt politicians that you see because they believe in their mind the people want Mr. Bwaka. Do you think we have two parties? Do you think that two parties will get in Liberia, that if UP fail, that CDC fail, we should go to UP? In your dreams, we will, Kishen will vote against you. I'm going to vote against you. One, because you're not going the second time. And if, I will use the word if you will ever reach there, you will not get it. You will not. I don't see you reaching there. All your numbers is in your head. Fantasy land. UP is nothing. You can't tell us what you're going to do. You're supposed to be the most experienced people who were there for 12 years. Tell us how you will create jobs. Show us some of your contacts. You got zero contact. To create job, zero. On security, zero. To show that UP is not trusted. The senators are not trusted. The representatives are not trusted. They are a bunch of corrupt lawmakers. Okay. Look at the people that are supporting Mr. Bwaka. PYJ stay in bed with Mr. CDC supporting Mr. Bwaka. The man who the international community say, this man is a criminal. This man is a killer. Yes, he's a killer. He had a mind to go stay on a pulpit. Oh, Sharina, that lesbian. Look at that fool. The man who killed him, killed Liberians. The 250,000 Liberians that died. They're not just alone. They're not just alone. Prince Johnson killed, if I can check them, the one that I know, I sure Prince Johnson killed almost 75. Yes, Prince Johnson killed about 75,000 Liberians. Seriously, he was just killing people on the island, looting. And you see, let me tell you something. Sometimes a man can be so bad, he can die peacefully. That one, I can tell you, is not something I want to tell, but he, like Idi Amin. Idi Amin had a natural death easily. He was never prosecuted until he died because he ran away. But you see, Prince doesn't run away. By the time he run, they will catch him. He go to Africa, they will catch him. He go to Suriname, they will catch him. Anywhere he go, the big brother will catch him. Then you got on the other side. So the two parties hiding criminals. CDC got Maggie and Bill Tuare, sanctioned by American government. The people that we can beg on. The people that we begging every day. Sanction two of them. President, we are still hanging with them. They sanction Prince Johnson, Mr. Bwaka, stay hanging up with Prince Johnson. My Liberian people, y'all want us to suffer? These two parties yet, they didn't work for the sword. These two parties. Imagine American government say, Prince Johnson is a notorious killer. We're waiting for him. Mr. Bwaka said, no, I will protect him. They said, oh, Maggie is running. President Weah said, I will protect Maggie. Maggie is running on CDC ticket. But the whole thing I enjoy anything that you UP people can see. How can Alex Talon endorse Mr. Bwaka. What Alex Tyler brought to your table, Alex Tyler came alone and used you to vote for him in Bomi Hills. Because of Alex Tyler, you push Ure man on the bus. Because of Alex Tyler. Alex Tyler is running as an independent candidate. He's not even on his party because his party have not left the CDC. You don't know that? That he signed? You don't know that he signed? Oh, God. They will say, oh, no, that not Alex Tyler signed, that his secretary signed. Alex Tyler make them to sign. But he going as an independent. But guess what now? CDC import nobody there. UP to import nobody there. And Edwin Snow supporting him. Edwin Snow supporting President Weah. Tell me, they use your. So who Alex Tyler brought to your party? You're the UP people that you're so smart. Because of Alex Tyler, then you throw Henry Costa there away. You're too smart, oh. You're too smart. Prince Johnson stay begging for money. And guess what? I will not be surprised when Prince Johnson take the party, because guess what? Jeremiah Kuhn, he's not a member of MDR anymore. Jeremiah Kuhn is a member of UP. So you're inside no collaboration because you're wicked politicians. You people been the problem for Charlie King Town, Ladoya. The only thing CDC doing, CDC upgraded the stealing from you. You used to spend $10, CDC just took it to $25 off. So what they did, they upgraded corruption. That they want to hurting you. So when you come back to, you will steal, hurting you. Hurting, not hurting also. Because you know what? We're the one fighting to change it. Because we're fighting to change it, if the Liberian people say no, it's up to them. But you're the one who will hang when the Liberian people agree for us to change it. When the Liberian people agree for Mr. Cummings to fix it, some of y'all had attack will kill you. Y'all will be so angry. Y'all will be so angry that some of y'all will die right after the election. For us, we are telling Liberian people, say, we will fix it. We can fix it together. We can fix it. Don't listen to them. They are a bunch of criminals. Do not listen to them. We can fix it. And the common man will benefit. The students, the workers, the drivers, the cook, the people who doing the work, the policemen, the military men, the what they call it, watchmen. Liberians will understand what it means to live in a better country. Mr. Cummings, the only Liberian, the only politician who traveled, worked, did everything to the best of his ability, who earned his money sincerely, who got everything that he wants. God bless him. He came back to work and say, what I saw out there, my country can do it. What I saw out there, the way people work, we go out there, we compete, we win. We can do it here. We can do it in this country, Liberia. Yes, we can do it. Our children will have free education from primary school to high school. We can do it because the money is there. You're listening to Mr. Cummings' speech. Listen to Mr. Cummings' speech. Because of the guilt, y'all said Mr. Cummings threw a jab when he talked about people going out of the country for treatment. Because your guilt, because of your guilt, you people are dumb. How many times opposition never said that because of lack of hospital, people go out? Mr. Cummings was not even talking to you. But because of the guilt, you lied to the Liberian people that you're not sick. You lied to the Liberian people that Mr. Bwaka is okay. Mr. Cummings only throw a jab, not even to call Bwaka name, about people going out of the country for treatment. Oh, so you know that you got sick. You know you're sick for true. Look, we call it on neck. Mr. Bwaka is sick. He cannot even go to any county to compete. Mr. Bwaka cannot take a surgery and wait for 10 weeks and whatsoever. Because to show that he's sick, we listen to some of we see some of the posts. He in a wheelchair, said we'll vote for him. Even the doctor say he can't walk, we'll vote for him. You can vote for him. That's your vote. But I can't vote for him. I cannot. It is a fair game. If you don't want anybody to talk about Mr. Bwaka, put him back into private life. Stay out of the kitchen if you don't want to eat. Stay out of the kitchen. Stay out of the kitchen. It's so bad, you kept the old man going to Dunkin' Donut in the night. The old man already get heart trouble. You take him to Dunkin' Donut, you take the picture and send it on Facebook. Then you won't get vest for us. You took the old man picture in the chair, sitting down, hungry, tired, no food, no nothing. And you posted it. And all in a chat room. So they say, we need to get Bendu Hunter to mobilize to get some money, make sure they put everything there for the papa and this and that. They are probably having press town hall meeting Wednesday. Y'all believe it? Fagon driving there. Stenton Philly giving Fagon small money, pour gas in the car. He carry a whole car. I showed me the rental car for him. That the place he driving going. That Fagon, they replaced with Henry Costa. Fagon, they replaced with Henry Costa. Fagon, who the trade? Yo, yell a few days, what happened? Yo, yell a few days. Fagon, he's a traitor. Fagon, he's one of those who can use and only there for himself. He sold out long time. You know, when you put money first, money is not all to it in life. Money is not all to it. Your commitment. Fagon was never committed to George Weah. Fagon was making a way to get into George Weah's circle to steal more. But because of his lack of intelligence, and to him now, he thinks he's intelligent. They call him Casaprico. You know Casaprico? There's a liquor in Ghana they call Casaprico. He drink like hell and he moved the way. You know he got a crazy leg. Casaprico. To show that means supposed to campaign for jail down to E. That means supposed to campaign for Joe. We have to win. That means supposed to campaign. That means supposed to campaign. That means supposed to campaign. I will campaign for Joseph Bwaka to win. I will campaign for Joseph Bwaka to win. Bunch of corrupt people. That other boy. Listen, ANC people. If Stanton come and start calling Mr. Cummings' name, it's a distraction. They want to change the topic. We're not changing the rules in the game. They wasted time. We will attack. We will attack any party in front of us. You got us to third place. But I know I am first place. Mr. Cummings is the most powerful politician in Liberia. When Mr. Cummings is out of the country, everybody feel it. Mr. Bwaka left the country, nobody cares. And you say your guy, your vote sitting in Tradefco Bank. You ain't know Tradefco Bank closed long time. You don't know that. Independent Day, you carry the paper to Dunkin' Donut. The paper ain't get food. You people, you're too cheap. You're too cheap. Now, Henry Costa, you were depending on. Henry Costa, just for humanitarian sake. Please, Henry Costa. Please, Henry Costa. Can you please find something for the people? If you can send somebody $1,000, Henry Costa. I know you in America here. Let me see if I will get Henry Costa on the phone. If Henry Costa on the phone, maybe it might cost me, or maybe you'll not even cost me, maybe you answer me. But if Henry Costa is on this phone here, I hope you pick up the phone. Because you guys are terrible people. Let me see if I can call Costa. I know it's late right now. But today, or maybe Costa said going to Rhode Island too. So let me just find out and see if Costa is on the phone. Okay. Let me see. I call you. I'm not joking. I call him. Maybe you're not picker. He picker. I will say, my man, I do my show. I just want to make sure that you okay. So let's see. Maybe customer will pick up the phone. Yeah. Maybe customer will pick up me not quicker. So I know you say, but what is man? Because I won't talk to him to help you. Because you people are so deceitful. You people are very, very deceitful. Okay. Well, customer is sleeping. I want him pick up the phone because it's late. You see the time? But he will get a message. So he will call me in the morning. Say, man, I saw your pen. You call me late, man. So you people, let me ask you. Why you can't carry Mr. Bwaka to the hospital? Just tell the Liberian Post, say, Mr. Bwaka is not okay, and this is a situation. If the Liberian Post still want you, they will take you. But why you still fooling the man, and you know that the woman is sick? You know very well that the woman is sick, and you're sitting there just for the president business. Mandela Cooper, you know, UP got two a job. We are girlfriend. They got job Mandela Cooper, and they got Gono. Gono Kino President George Weah, her special assistant. She was doing a special assistant job. She got pregnant and she had a child. George Weah said the child not for him. They going for child support, and that was it. Then Mandela Cooper, when she jumped in the race, she wanted to work for George Weah. She endorsed George Weah. Oh, she was trying to work for George Weah. Every time President Weah traveled, she jumped on the plane. This particular day, President Weah poured down from the plane and told the security, I never want to see them on the plane again. This woman said Mr. Bwaka should retire. Mr. Bwaka is not feeling good, the age and whatsoever. We know that Mr. Bwaka is not healthy and blah, blah. Because she greedy, because maybe she not finished all her money, because she had a lawsuit long time. She finished everything now. She said, oh, I will endorse Mr. Bwaka because the Liberian people say they will carry Mr. Bwaka. So who am I? But Mr. Comey is the best guy. But because Liberian, who you believe in? You believe in yourself? What you believe in? What is your belief? Because of power greed, you won't be the ambassador in London or America. You're looking for a job. Eh? That is sinful. Boto Kane, we supported her. They gave her money. UP people refuse to go do anything with that woman. They jail a lot of to and all for that woman business. When they were trying to rob her, we stood by her. Don't you know the woman turned around and endorsed Mr. Bwaka because of the region in? And I will say this: we know. Listen, you can't fight someone. Y'all listen to the comment speech today. He said you can't fight a man who God bless. You can't fight a man. If you think nobody is spiritual, Mr. Cummings is a spiritual leader. God has given us everything. God giving us a God-fearing leader. You think we need pastor to know a God-fearing leader? No. When they say they want a God-fearing leader or hit man like me, you fear God. Ain't me, Joshua ain't fear God. If Joshua fear God, he will not go on the pulpit to preach and lie to the people that Joseph was the one who delivered Israel out of Egypt. He ain't fear God. That's why he lied. But Mr. Cummings can fast and pray. That is how, when you ask Mr. Cummings, what is the secret? He said the grace. He said the grace of God keep me. And I do whatsoever I want to do. I put everything in prayer before I make a decision. Very calm. Mr. Cummings never yell at his driver, neither his cook. Never yell at anybody. I never saw Mr. Cummings yelling. People would piss him off. Yes, you would think he might be look at your face, but he would never yell at you. He never yelled at people who work for him. He would tell you, he will comfort you and tell you things and say, listen, I think we can do it this way or that way. That's what makes it to be your leader. That's what makes it to be different from Mr. Bwaka and the Wia and the Conglo and whosoever. That's what makes him different. That's why other leaders don't speak to people. There are people in the ANC, in the CPP, who did things and they are still there. Nathan, the senator of Bobolu, was elected as chairman. We're not going to remove him. We're not going to remove him. But if you would think that you want to undermine the CPP process, you lie, Mr. Nathan. You will lose in Bobolu. You will lose. I was in Liberia. I listened to people. I was in Liberia when Nathan sent his driver, not his driver, his 2 office guy, pick up car and gasoline to go to the convention. And they were not going. And I told Brandon Perkins, I said, they will not go because every time they have a big function, he's sick. This time, he put himself in the chair and put the drips in his finger, on his hand, in his vein. I said, the real Liberia winner, in his vein. That put it in there. And the drivers never went there. They wanted car. How can you be a senator, chairman of the party? You campaigning. You scared to call Ellis' name because you don't want for Mr. Bwaka people to vote against you. But you want for Mr. Cummings to give you money to campaign. You lie. It can't happen. It can't happen. It can't happen. We got people in Bopolu. We'll send people in Bopolu. They will get some vote there. But keep your, you're not being chairman again. You're not being chairman. But that is so wrong. I know some people don't want to talk about it, but we say it. Mr. Cummings is not going to replace him. Mr. Cummings not run. He don't run ANC. The good thing is that we got CPP. We concentrating on the election. Nathan is nobody to us. Nobody. We're not doing nothing. He will fund his own campaign. We're not giving him a jack. We're not giving him jack. He will look for his own money and not steal plenty. He not eat 10,000, 30,000, 30,000. Somebody will whip him. But what you see, that's what makes us to be the best. We don't look at wrong and say it's right. That's what makes us to be CPP. We don't look at wrong and say, oh, because the man have in our party, we gotta forget it. No. No. He ought to know better. He ought to know better. To go to court again, he was sick. To go to the other function, he's sick. To go to Buchanan again, when announcing he was sick. He didn't show up. He will act like he's going. He won't go there. Because he said, if you do it, Mr. Bwaka will tell you that place there, Bopolu and Lofa Kante, they were one before. So all of them they seen. And then Mr. Bwaka supporter, they will not support him. Mr. Bwaka supporting him. Listen, y'all look on the list. Let me show you something. Here. Let me show you something here. Your logo. Adama Soko Dolly in Bombay Hills, independent. Murphy M. Gibson, the party, a movement for Liberia. Then you get Dwana A. Kamara, independent. You got Setoma, Morris Setoma, running independent. Then you got Alex Taylor, running independent. No CDC. Okay. Okay, in Bopolo. In Bapolo. In Bapolo. Okay, I'm sorry. I jump all the way. You see what we're telling you? In Bapolo. In Bapolo. What his name says? UP don't have a candidate in Bapolo. UP don't have a candidate. This man, look, we're not stupid. We are not stupid. The agreement here is that you will not campaign for Ellis Cummings in Bapolo. Yes. We will not put a candidate in Bapolo. UP will not put a candidate because of him. Okay. Bapolo. Dana Nathan, he will lose. You see, that is what we're talking about. You know, if you don't put it, this is the whole thing. If you don't put a candidate in certain place because of certain, but UP, the deal between Nathan and UP, that UP will not feed a candidate, so the UP candidate supporters will support him. But this is the thing, he cannot come out publicly to support. So in Bapolo, there is no poster for Mr. Cummings. We will carry poster there. The people know what's going on. He will lose. He will lose the election. They will beat him. They can be Amara Corner or anybody will whip him. Because all of them get sense. They are tribalistic people. I'm telling you. The Kisi, majority of y'all, we know y'all. You're the one trying to divide the country. Mr. Baka is a divider. The other day he said there is no way Muslim or Mandingo man can hold anything in Lofa County. He tried to sell. He begging the foreigners to give him money. I will give you Wologisi. Who you met? Who you met in Lofa in Ghana? Eh. The woman sick. He don't want to peace. He don't want to stay back. Nobody's stopping from running. But when the man's sick, he's sick. They're not malaria. That's a pacemaker. He got a machine to help beat his heart. Then you're bringing woman, you're lying to Liberian people. Lying. Eh? Oh, somebody they're watching now. They're forcing to speak tomorrow. And when the woman speaking, you can't even hear what he talking. Or maybe one of the people will speak for the woman tomorrow. Eh? One of them will speak tomorrow. Siri, please give me 10 more minutes and give me alarm. $2:00. Thank you. Okay. I got 10 more minutes to be here. So guys, this is what's going on. And if you want to call, if anybody want to join this, just send me your, if anybody want to join the link, and I can take 2 or 3 persons together. If you want to join, you can come on. You just tell me to send you the link. I will send you the link for you to come on, and we can come and celebrate and say something. If you got something to say, this is an open mic. Today is an open mic. You want blast, you blast. But I'm not having a debate with anyone. So I'm looking for only ANC people. But if any UP person want to come on, you can come on and you want to clear something, but don't lie, because if you lie, I will remove you off the show, because everything I'm saying here is truth. Everything is truth. Yeah, another one. He said, okay, now almost done. Let me just read some of the comments. He said, you really worry over JB. How would I be worried or somebody that don't know me? We in a campaign. We in a scene league. Then you say, well, yes, I worry about you. I won't beat you. You happy now? I want to defeat you to meet President Weah. And I let you can lie. You're already number two. You're already there. But I'm telling you, I respect you. You were there before me. You been around before me. I'm a new guy. I want to defeat you. President Weah is just waiting for who will meet him. So I'm not worried about you. If I worry about you, that's it. When you go on Spoon tonight, you are damn fool. You're so stupid. You look, I'm telling you, sometimes I gotta give you a tough love. On Spoon tonight, it was Mr. Cummings' topic. Nobody know Cummings. Cummings this. Cummings can lie. Cummings the 1 year. Cummings this and that. Go on your show and go watch. Go on your show. Go on your show. Tom Will, you're one of the most stupid educated guy I ever came across. If you say I was with Charles Taylor and I was Ellen, you disrespecting me. You are disrespecting me now. I'm not running for office, so watch yourself what you say under my life. Watch yourself what you say. If I gave you little respect, you better take it. I am not running for office, and I will not sit here for your ass to disrespect me, to say I'm a Charles Taylor man or I was with Ellie. Watch what you say, my brother. I will not take it from you. Please, don't let me get on you. I will take the one very personal. I'm not running for office. But if you don't get shit to do, get out of my life, and don't tell me that I will Ellie or this or disrespect. I mean, you insulting me. You know what I'm saying? Because even my own brother, who was with Charles Taylor, he know what I can do. So do not come under my life and open your damn mouth and insult me. It's an insult to say I was with Ellie or I was never, if I were Ellie, I would be in the party. Some of you people are dead damn stupid. Y'all go to school for nothing. Y'all learn all that late damn book, but y'all still don't have a damn sense. If I was Ellie, how in the fucking world I would be with Ellie or be with Charles Taylor? Eh? When I started supporting Mr. Cummings, I was not with you with ANC. But finally I raised on with ANC because I cannot stay with you for so long. And then, so if I was supporting Madam Sally, definitely I would be a member of UP. If I was supporting Charles Taylor, I was going to be a member of NPP and not to go to another party. So my first party I joined is the ANC. So just shut the fuck off and don't come on my post. Don't come on my life and talk nonsense. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We're not joking here. No, I will not block her ass, but it's so damn disrespectful. He knows me. He must say joking for. You don't do that. You don't do that. That is shit I don't like, but you will come on in the post. I'm not running for office. So when I criticize your political leader, it is my damn right to criticize who I want to criticize. I'm not insulting nobody. But when you come on in my life, if you want to talk about your candidate, talk, but don't come and let me say, you're Charles Taylor, man, you're this. Don't bring that shit around me. Please, I beg you. Do not bring it around me. I expect you, and I expect you to get to know better. To me, it's an insult if you link me with something that I don't know about. If I was a Charles Taylor man, I would be the first to tell people. If I was a rebel, I would be the first to tell people I was not a damn rebel. I was not shit. I was just an ordinary person who went through the damn war, who failed it, Sierra Leone, Jamie, and I came back home and whatsoever. Friends were killed in front of me. So don't tell me no stupidness. You guys are so damn stupid. You know when they talk about this, when you bring rebel business, you know what someone can go through? Eh? You know how many times I blasted my own brother and say I call him a damn rebel? Yes, because he was chancellor, man. Eh? Stop that nonsense. Some of y'all come, God bless y'all come America. God bless y'all got everything you want. Eh? You coming under my life now. Oh, because you know me, my friend, this and that. You say my daughter, my daughter went to the same school. You're a senior student with my daughter, or you're 2-3 years with my daughter, fine. But you know my daughter. Then you want to bring your ass on my poster and can't talk about you Ellen Ben. If I were Ellen supporter, that's going to be UP. If I were Chancellor supporter, I was still going to be MPP because we are committed people. That's why it took me time to join political parties. It took me time to join party. Yeah, it took me time. I supported Mr. Cummings. I was not a member of ANC. Now I'm a member of ANC because I cannot support him throughout. And let me tell you another fun again. I supported Barack. Finally, I joined the Democratic Party because of Barack. You don't know that? I don't just run behind people like that. I believe in you, and then I go for it. But when you're sitting there, you ain't know what you want. You still don't know what you want. You sit down, you brag, God bless you. You come to the country, you came on my show here. You're not going nowhere, not going to Liberia again. You praise Cummings. Cummings is this person, Cummings is that person. Then you go back again. You think, well, what the fuck wrong with you? Eh? This is an open mic, so I got ready to tell you what's about. Be careful. Don't come under my life and talk stupidness. I don't like it. Not every damn thing you'll say. If I'm not a chancellor, if I chancellor, man, I don't give a damn about it because that's something I did. But if I'm not, trust me, man, I will not let it go down easily. I never worked with Chancellor. Chancellor met me in government. You see, y'all get false information. Chancellor met me in government or civil servant. Let me tell you something. Or civil servant, not because they say he's the president, that means you're working for him. No, you work for a ministry. You work for them. To fire civil servant, that's something easy. That only a librarian can do that shit. You can't just fire civil servant because you think the man call you a boss. So don't tell me I work for Chancellor. I don't work for Chancellor. Chancellor met me in government. And Chancellor was president when I left. So it ain't mean I work for Chancellor. When you work for somebody, you work for them directly. You know. Yes, Lofa, I gave it to them. A bunch of people, they are liars, criminals. They lie so much. Especially the UP people, then they are damn criminals. They stay. Look, the people are so desperate. They're desperate for power until they fall in their own traps. Yeah, they fall in their own traps. Okay, now you see, this another one again. He said he was a photographer to George Weah. I was not a photographer to George Weah. I was helping George Weah. I was doing something for George Weah. I was helping him. George Weah ain't paying me. If I was a photographer to George Weah, I was going to go to Liberia and campaign with George Weah. Then you see me taking photo of George Weah. That means I'm getting paid. I was not a photographer to George Weah. I was helping George Weah. I used to edit George Weah and took his football tips from PA to NCSC. Since you want to know that, let me tell you. But if you say I'm a photographer, George Weah, it's no problem because yes, I did things for George Weah, so I would not get vexed. George Weah. So what do you mean? George Weah can be my friend. I don't have to support George Weah as president. So it mean nothing. It mean nothing. Nobody saw me. People wouldn't know me to be friend of George Weah. So nobody can tell me 2005 I was not in Liberia. I never supported George Weah. I never went to Liberia to campaign. 2011, I never went to Liberia campaign. Yes, I had the opportunity to go, but no, because I believe that President Weah could not listen. But my final decision came in when he became senator. So that's why I got to know that the man is a good person. But yes, I know him, but it didn't mean that I was working for George Weah. I was never on salary with President Weah. I was never ever on a salary. If that anything, he the one owe me. I owe him shit. Anything he the one owe me. I don't owe him. Well, Prince Masekwe, you say you're dumb. You are very, very stupid, Prince. You know, I expect people to listen. When you see me using the word stupid, naturally the person is stupid. Because look at what Prince talking. He said, if Mr. Cummings, if Mr. Cummings, if Mr. Cummings don't get 5% in the election, we will never allow him to run in any election. What's that? What you really listen to yourself? You really listen to yourself? Some of you guys out there, you just talk like you don't get no brains. Eh? Let me put it up so maybe I can't read it too good. He said, if Cummings don't get 5% in this election, we will never allow him to run in any election again. Tell me, Prince, you stupid. The guy who got our name, Prince Masekwe, is a smart guy. Stop acting funny like you know a damn thing. Oh God. Yeah, that reporter, you know nothing, my man. You know, it's so sad when people don't know anything about the election. They ain't got one clue. Just because his name is Masekwe. Masekwe will always try to link with Joseph Boakai because most of them will go on the other side. They're not far from Lofa County, you know. Roland Thomas, why would I beg President Weah for a job? I'm not one of the stupid ones. I never supported President Weah. What kind of job? So begging for which job now? Which are the job I was begging for? No, I never begged President Weah for a job, and I never want a job in government anymore. If I want a job in government, I was going to get it. I was going to get it. Even into the alien government, I was going to get it because I had the opportunity to go back to labor ministry to be a consultant and whatsoever. Nope. Nope. How much do you think that they were going to pay? $2,000, $3,000? The only people that can take such a job to go make $3,000 in Liberia are the ones that want to steal. I got a family here. I got children to feed. So how do you expect me to pay my children's school fees? My children go to private school. So how you think I'm going to pay my children to steal from Liberia and can't do it? No. I'd rather do my homework. I'd rather work here and make the money, whether it can be 2,000, 5,000, whatsoever. At least I can pay the bills, not to go steal. So for your information, I never asked President Weah for a job. I never met President Weah one-on-one since he became president. Yes, hello, on the phone one time. The last text I received from President Weah, he sent a text to me to say, have my sympathy for the loss of your mother. And that was it. I still get President Weah WhatsApp number in my something. That's it. So why would I ask for a job? No, I never asked for a job, my brother. I never asked for a job, yeah? No, Prince, I don't listen with my ears. I listen with your mouth. And I listen to why you post. So I don't know why if I listen, I don't listen with my ear. Look at the stupidity. I don't listen with my ear. I listen with your mouth I can use. That I can hear from your mouth. Because that shit you posted, you said, if Cummings don't get 5% in this election, we will never allow him to run in any election. That's your own statement. Let me put it there. That's your statement. Then you say, I can listen to my ear. You talking to me, to listen to you. Even you're going to ask, you want to act smart, so you say you don't really understand. I'll say, okay, fine, maybe the man said something. But how the hell you myself talking? Another fool for the day. Okay, let somebody just deal with you there. You know what Prince was trying to say, that Mr. Cummings will not even get 5% in this election. How you want to put it? Because he knows very well that Mr. Cummings has 7%. But let me go back. Let me give you some numbers. Let me talk to my people here. Let me talk to my people. Don't mind the UP. Don't mind all that thing they're talking. I want you to just look at. I want you to vision. Open your eyes. Good and think. Don't close your eyes. 2017 election. Mr. Boakai came out with 28% of the vote in the first round. Mr. Weah came out with 38%. In the second round, where everybody was distributing, going to places, and some people never show up to vote and whatsoever, Mr. Boakai had 38%, and George Weah came out with 61.2%. And you know, since that whole election was over, Mr. Cummings had 127%. Right? 127. But let me tell you today, if an opposition got 10%, 20%, whatever an opposition acquired, the numbers of people that they got is a real and committed numbers. If you say, oh, they may get 10 votes, that means that they committed when I voted for him. And in 2017, yes, Mr. Cummings came distant. Mr. Cummings came 5th place. In Montserrado, the biggest county, Mr. Cummings and the ANC came 3rd in Montserrado. It was George Weah, UP, ANC, Liberty Party. In Montserrado. So, if we can come 2nd and 3rd in Montserrado in 2017, plus the work that we have been doing, do you think I will still remain 3rd up to now? I did more work than you. We have done more work than UP. We are well organized than UP. Our offices been open for so long. UP never had none. The Stella Barrow don't go anywhere. He never went in the Southeast. He just, if I can check in the last 6 years, he went to 6 counties. That's the only county that Omen went to. Montserrado won, where he lived. Margibi, he go to Margibi when he was going to Bassa. He went to Bassa. He lost what the place is Bon County, Nima County, Lofa County. Lofa County, he went there 2 times. The second time he went there, he had to pass through Sierra Leone to come back because he couldn't make it on the road. So you see, all these numbers there, right after the election, most of the UP people left. Some of them went to CDC, they started going. But just because CDC messed up, so support check break, everybody will leave. UP was there. The young people decided, oh, we'll put it together, we'll call the leaders and whatsoever. That CPP rescued that party. By the time they knew that the boss was strong, they started singing songs. You say you're second, but yet and still you're worried. Mr. Cummings is the only guy who been working. So it's paying off now. Don't get vexed. Clean your eyes. Join the group. Join the team. What are you rescuing? You alone, you not change your name so many times. What your agenda? 2017 was arrow. Mr. Cummings got the same agenda, 5 watts an hour since 2017. All he did, he upgraded it. But UP, roll, 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 roll. Okay, the time is over now. UP, roll, roll, roll. The next day, ARTS. The next day, Aries. What y'all got to offer us? They ask you, you say, a third place. I'm just a heartbeat away to the second or first place. You having all the polls. I saw one poll. Joe Bwaka 1,200. George Weah 500. Mr. Cummings 152. You bitches are you're just believe in your crooked life. You think like people will waste the time that your fake polls, all they are doing, they are going online poll too. Are just looking and say, look, we here to waste our time. I'm the one campaigning now for my mayor. I finished saying all the good things Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings will create job that his responsibility. He knows. You're listening to Mr. Cummings' speech today? You're listening to it? No. You're not listening to it because you ain't know it. Your political leader, he's sleeping. He's sleeping while Mr. Cummings will be working. And you know, so please, let me play the Cummings speech for you. Yeah, the message is for everyone of us. So you're the you people, you can listen to it because some of you ain't know a damn thing. Cummings encouraging the people. The man speaking like a real leader. Even the president of Liberia, up to now, he ain't said nothing yet. He ain't said nothing yet up to now. The president ain't said nothing. Yeah, nothing. Nothing. Okay. For those of y'all
My fellow Liberians, the 175th year of our nation's Declaration of Independence is upon us. I wish all Liberians everywhere a happy Independence Day celebration. On this historic occasion, I often try to imagine what declaring independence also meant for the founding fathers and mothers, what it should continue to mean for us today, and what it must mean for our children tomorrow. The circumstances surrounding Liberia's Declaration of Independence were challenging. I imagine that some of our founding fathers and mothers were mostly unsure and afraid of the future as they were distrusting of each other. I imagine some argued against declaring Liberia a free and independent nation and wanted to simply go back to the security and comforts of what they knew and have become used to. And yet, the bold declaration of Liberia's independence have taught us that we never move forward by going backward. I also imagine that some may have been concerned that freedom and independence would come with the additional responsibility to govern, which many believe themselves to be unready for. Some likely imagined that the duty to lead themselves, make peace with neighbors, while contributing to the peace and security of the world, and to unite and provide equal opportunities to all citizens across the divisions and differences of tribes, ancestral origins, religions, political affiliations, and gender would be too much for them to do as a free and independent nation. The truth is that we would not inherit an independent country today had the founding fathers and mothers given into their fears, distrust, and uncertainties. We would not have become the inspiration for freedom and independence many nations on the African continent and around the world saw us to be. And because they were able to look beyond their own concerns and boldly declare Liberia free and independent, we, all Liberians, have inherited a legacy of overcoming our fears, distrusts, and uncertainties. We too do not have to be defined by the challenges we face or the things that continue to keep our nation down, backward, and divided. The legacy of boldness and overcoming also places upon our collective shoulders a duty to be responsible for our own governance and management. The Declaration of Independence gives us a collective responsibility to unite ourselves and develop our country, to make peace with each other and with our neighbors, and to stand up proudly and be respected in the world, both by what we do and by how we do what we do. Over the course of our nation's journey, we have achieved many notable and historic firsts. Liberia is one of 4 African countries to be original signatories to the United Nations Charter in 1945, and one of 32 independent African states to sign the founding charter of the Organization of African Unity in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia in 1963. At the UN, we produced the first African woman to head its General Assembly. While on the African continent, we have contributed to the formation of many of its regional and continental governing and financial institutions, including producing the first woman to be democratically elected president. Despite all of these accomplishments and more, it is time to take a hard look at ourselves. Liberia is independent, but we are still not free. We have a rich country, but we are still too poor. We should be united, but we are still too divided. Our women and girls continue to be denied opportunities and have hurdles placed in the way of achieving their dreams. Our young people are still without the empowerment and opportunities they need to succeed. Our schools continue to fail our children. Our hospitals continue to be without much needed support and technology, so that Liberians are continuing to die from treatable illnesses. Our land is fertile, but we still cannot feed ourselves. 175 years later, the Liberian government is working best for its officials, while too many of our citizens are living under inhumane and unacceptable conditions. Those who once looked up to us from around the world for inspiration in the possibility of their own freedom and independence now look down on us, disbelieving where we still are as they forge ahead and leave us behind. 175 years later, we too must now summon the courage to change course. We simply cannot continue as we are doing. We too must be bold, not just for ourselves, but for our children and their children. We must end loyalty to party and strengthen loyalty to country. We must end keeping ourselves as a beggar nation, abandoning our responsibilities to ourselves by looking to others to do for us that which we can and must do for ourselves. 175 years later, we must end the stealing, injustice, inequality, impunity, and disunity. We must end the unfortunate business of political leadership only benefiting a few at the expense of the many. We must end this business of Liberia being a place where Liberians cannot succeed and will continue to be treated as outsiders to their own economy. In whatever vocation of life one may choose, if Liberians cannot succeed here at home, then we do not deserve to call ourselves a free and independent country. 175 years later, we must reset the moral compass, punishing justly, equally, and fairly everyone who breaks the law, and rewarding justly, equally, and fairly everyone who abides by the law and serves our country honestly, diligently, and faithfully. We must act with respect for our traditions and customs because they represent who we truly are. I know that change is hard. I know that many are giving up on change after many years of failed promises. But we must renew our faith in the possibility of change. Change is the only way we will achieve the freedom and independence our founding fathers and mothers declared 175 years ago. Finally, my fellow citizens, let us not fail to uphold the honor and fulfill the promise of our inherited Declaration of Independence. Let us not fail to give our children a better, freer, and more just society in which each Liberian, irrespective of tribe, religion, or gender, can dream and with hard work be assured of achieving their dreams. 175 years from now, may it also be said of this generation that we too were bold in charting a new direction for our country. May it be said that we reset a new course toward unity, charity, equal opportunity, democratic governance, and the transparent and accountable management of our country's resources to the benefit of all Liberians. If not us, then who? And if not now, then when? If not us, then who? And if not now, then when? Liberia deserves better. Liberians deserve better. Real change is coming. Happy Independence Day. God bless you. God bless Liberia. I thank you.
Okay, guys, that was a nice one. And you listen to the next president of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Alexander Benedict Cummings Jr. He tried to explain to us that we cannot be stranger in our own country. Enough is enough. After 175 years, we still cannot get it right. And when you read it, people like Prince Massacre will tell you it's Mr. Bwaka time. It's not your time. If it's not now, it's when. When will be your time, Prince? When will be your time? When? What you believe in. You people can never stick to the issue and criticize Mr. Cummings, but you believe that Mr. Cummings is an obstacle to your man Bwaka. You believe that? Yes, it's true. For you to win, you must beat Ellis Cummings. And for Ellis Cummings to win, he must beat you guys. So this is not about disrespect. This is not about whatsoever. It's just that you guys don't follow the trend. You can come on the show and tell me you want to support We Are Bwaka, your Bwaka supporter, yes. But do not go after each other. I'm just reading a post. You see, when you guys are not saying nothing because your leaders have not disclosed any plans to you. You see why I'm so free to support Mr. Cummings and articulate his plans. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now listen to this one again. Let me play Ellis Cummings' agenda. You see, Ellis Cummings been using this since 2017, and he's still on it. So listen to this. Listen to this one here.
There are 5 priorities we have, and we call that the what's. And then there are 5 things we call the how we'll do it. And those priorities are as follows. Our first priority is infrastructure. Simply put, it's electricity, it's roads, it's water, and it's internet and cell phone connectivity across Liberia. The second priority for us is job creation. The next priority is agriculture. And within education, we're focused on vocational training, teachers training, and adult education. But we have to educate our young people because, again, that's how we can help them create jobs. That's how we can train farmers. And so these things are all linked together. And so health is our 5th priority. And there we're focused on primary health care and preventive health care. So those are the what's we'll do for our people, for the Liberian people. How are we going to do these things? The first how is we want to engage Liberians differently in the transformation of our country. We call this hearts and minds. How do we get all Liberians to participate in the changes that are required? We're going to use arts and music and culture and reconciliation and religion. All of these things, we will be deliberate in using these things to engage us as a people in this transformation process. The next how is that we're going to find the money. We have to find the resources, the money, to do all of the what I mentioned earlier. And the way we'll find the money is first we'll go after waste in government. You know, we spend a lot of money on things that we don't need, or we pay too much for things that we do need. So, for example, I believe the vehicles we buy for our government officials, we spend too much money on that. We should reduce the number of vehicles, and we should buy less expensive vehicles for our government officials. We need to reduce how much they make so we can pay teachers and civil servants and police officers and the military officers and healthcare workers, people who actually do the work. We need to pay them more money and reduce the gap between those at the top and those who actually do the work. The other one we'll find the money is going after this thing called corruption. You know, corruption has been the bane of our country, is the primary reason why we are as underdeveloped as we are today. And we will aggressively go after corruption. The first thing we'll do is we will appoint a corruption czar, a minister in charge of corruption. in the presidency that will coordinate all of the agencies that are meant to find corrupt officials. Secondly, thing we'll do is we'll make sure we are giving the resources, the money, the right people, the right logistics to the anti-corruption agencies, the LACC, Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, the General Accounting Office, the Public Procurement and Concessions Commission. We will make sure they got the right resources to go after corrupt officials. After that, when we find people who are corrupt, we will prosecute them, we will put them in jail, and we'll seize the assets. It will not be good enough for you just to resign. So those are the things we will do to really go after corruption. I have committed that I will not take a salary. The salary that is paid the president, I will allocate it towards helping to fight corruption. That's how important I think it is to us. And then the other one we'll find the money is we'll make sure we're getting full value, the full monies we're due from our natural resources. We'll look to exploit other natural resources so we can get the funds required to fund healthcare, to fund infrastructure, to create jobs, etc., etc. So finding the money is the second how. The next how is we want to create a government of inclusion. We want all sections of our country to be represented in the government. We want opposition political parties to be in government because we believe that having a government inclusion will help all of us make the right decisions. It will make sure that we're spreading the resources of our country across the entire country. And then the last two hows, one is growing the private sector. We will focus on growing the private sector so Liberians can primarily benefit from that growth. No longer should Liberian business people be spectators to our economy. And we want to actively support Liberianization and encourage and provide credit and other facilities to Liberian businesses so they can participate. And last but not least, we will use technology. We will leverage technology to help us achieve our goals. So those are the what's and the hows. I believe I stand head and shoulders above the other candidates aspiring. Together, we will change Liberia for the benefit of all Liberians. We will transform our country. We will give us a new start, a fresh start, so that all of us can benefit from this country we love. I thank you. God bless you. God bless you.
Bati. Zekwe, CPP, Zekwe. Charlene Broski, Zekwe. I want, Za. Party house. We are one. My Liberian people, we are one. We want. Our market women crying, we are one. We want. Our Yana boys are crying, we are one. We want.
Seba, handkerchief.
Let's go, everybody, speak of look how can they say that coming when we want.
Coming what we want.
Tell them
Okay, guys. That's it. That's the 5 what's and how. I don't know when Bwaka will put it on. Bwaka ain't got nothing to say. Bwaka can tell the people what he want. Okay, let me answer my man Fire. He said, my man forgot about me and do your own comment last. What? My man forget about me and do your own comment. Last warning. What? You said, man, you wanting somebody on my show again, my man? You wanted somebody? Oh boy. You know, the nice song for the wrong candidate, man. Okay, you got your song, but let me tell you something. Mr. Bwaka is just a damn deceitful man. He's not a good guy. And this is no disrespect, but as a politician, you can't be that wicked. Yeah, you can't be that wicked. He's dishonest. He's a dishonest man. So UP, y'all deal with UP. Everybody here, send a message to all the UP members that are watching me. Send a message to them and tell them that we defeat them. Tell them just all I want you to post if you're supporting Mr. Cummings. All I want you to post, just send a post and say UP Cummings, UP ABC will beat you like a mark, like an old cop. I want something that way I want to put it though. Tell you how you feel. They will beat you like old cop. I'm telling you. The Liberian people don't want UP. They may be honest, to be frank. You're just wasting your time. You're just wasting your time. Just for nothing. We'll beat you. You're overlook us. We'll beat you. Don't underestimate us. The people are the most powerful. But you guys are forcing yourself. And you know, they got some people in the group that can force themselves to sit in the front. Like UP. They're forcing themselves. Look, experimenting support Jesse. If you know, there's time for everything. If Ellis Cummings will come to Liberia 2005, and get into politics, by this time, the whole too hard. They're afraid that Ellis Cummings president will be hard for plenty of people. Because Cummings' chances of failing as president it's not easy. Because in fact he's not corrupt, and he will not even do it because he will be losing everything that he ever worked for. Yeah, you can't change his ways. Drug dealer, yeah, there will be no room for you in Liberia. He's telling you, he's not the typical politician. You not hear Mr. Bwaka talking about drugs, that he will go after drug leader, war, law, drugs, people who selling drugs. You not hear Mr. Bwaka talking about jailing corrupt people. When you get all the corrupt people behind UP, they using you. They use you. They use you. Alex Taylor going as an independent. Alex Taylor going as an independent. So what he brought to you, what he brought there, he brought one vote. They really use you. They will use your good. La, JMB ain't got no damn vote to win. JMB can't even go for debate. JMB can't even go for debate. He ain't got nothing to offer Liberian people. Nothing he got to offer Liberian people. Never belongs to God, but JMB will never be president of Liberia. All the people he hurt, they will pay debt. All the people that he damaged, they will go after him. JMB will never be president of Liberia. You can take everybody off the race. JMB or Joshua will disgrace you. Joshua will disgrace you. You got nothing to offer. JMB got nothing to offer. Nothing. What kind of vice president get no contact? You going on to the Dunkin' Donut place to go eat the Indian people donut again. The real. How will you go against? How can UP listen? You were talking there. UP versus ANC and CPP. You can say ANC are your business. It's CPP. In real life, can you defeat Mr. Cummings? The Liberian people looking for change. You can't talk, you bobo. You got nothing to show what you will do. And you're not even showing small work. The Liberian people will give you blank check, like because they can drink water through their nose. Eh? Cummings and George Weah. What do you think? Eh? You people get too much traffic. You people you get traffic, man. You just follow, keep on following. We'll teach you small, we'll get you, we'll share some shit. Let's fire there. Fire for all the way local candidate. Big Joseph Boaka's son. You know, Kante business, Kante sentiment. But fire. Why should I go after? You can't tell me when to go after George Weah. Why should I go after George Weah? Eh? Give me reason why I should go after George Weah. Don't tell me. He said, let me put it upstairs. ANC people, y'all should go after George Manuel Weah and forget about Joseph GMB, not your target. Why he said GMB not my target? Who is GMB? Is GMB in the CPP? How you say GMB not my target? You say you second place. Mr. We are first place, a third place, or a fourth place, or a fifth place, are way down. Who's supposed to be my target? Who's supposed to be my target? I should pass by you and go to the top? No. Let me break it down. Let me make it easy. Easy. You said, President, we are 1. Joseph Boaka 2. Cummings 3. For Mr. Cummings to challenge number 1, he got to go to number 2 to challenge number 1. And number 2 is in front of me. So because number 2 in front of me, I got to defeat number 2, then I go to number 1. Common sense, oh. Common sense. Joe, we are not Mr. Cummings' enemy. Mr. Boaka is not our enemy. But you are our rival. You are our opponent. We're not in the same group. We don't even have the same agenda that is fighting. You get a bunch of corrupt people running with you. Bunch of CDC, the same people. You're just swapping people around. Eh? The last time, remember, in fact, you're supposed to be your enemy to us. The last time, remember, you're the one that sued Mr. Cummings. And you know, so what would you waste our time for? We'll attack you. We'll compare notes. We'll tell Liberian people, and you say, you get money? You lie too damn much. Yeah, our target should be Moniba and Gonglo. Who is Moniba? Who is Gonglo? Who are you talking about? I know that. Sir. As far as I'm concerned, I had 3 candidates in the race. So I don't know which one you're talking about. You see, fire, because you don't know politics. You just behind Mr. Boaka like a chicken who heads is out and stay running because they're not thinking. You see, I'm honest to you, in politics, nobody is the best in politics until you can win. The same with the Democrat, the Republican be killing each other here. All they know they will win until election day. But if you think the people just there waiting for you or the vote is sitting somewhere, since you don't know, I just educated you. UP was once ruling party. They were there for 12 years. You think nobody know them? We don't live in denial. We speak the truth and let Liberian people know. That's why we work hard. That's why we've been working. You think Mr. Cummings are going to sit down and wait for this day? And it catch up with you. It catch up with you. Your team Mr. Cummings are going to be sitting and waiting. When the last time Mr. Boaka went to the Southeast? When the last time? When the last time Mr. Boaka went to Cape Mount? When? But the people should vote for you. The people in the Southeast should vote for you. Eh? Lofa and Bobolu, you don't care because of your county. But when the last time you went to these people? When the last time that you went into District 1 in Montserrat, District 2, you just went there recently. When the last time you went to District 17, you can't even reach there because that whole small road will give you problem. When the last time Mr. Bwaka went down into District 7 and District 8, Waterside? When the last time you went down to Jalatan? When the last time you were in Lokinta in District 15? When the last time you went to District 16? What made you think you will win? You think that dress right dress? You're ready. Oh man, I swear to God. A real dead man walking. They are stuffing, dunking, doing the woman. The woman get food. He said that in the house. No food for the woman to eat. And y'all say y'all got money. Some of y'all get Google. In fact, said Victor Kaiser, how can they say the woman get food to eat? You went to the airport. You met the woman. I expect you to go and do some enough shopping for the woman. Blood tonic and all kinds of things. Give the man healthy food. But y'all take the paper and get the paper to donkey and go buy donut. Then you're taking picture. Who took the picture? So traitor around the woman. But he said good for him too. So traitor. Who took the picture and put it on Facebook? Especially when the paper sitting in the house like this. Hungry, no food up here day. No food is tough. Who took that picture? Mo Ali. Mo Ali took that picture. Maybe that Victor said to that picture, Victor Kaiser. They don't want to and put it on Facebook. So all in the chat room, they vest. Then they call the woman. What the woman? Yeah. Her name Benu. Hey, you know Benu? Benu Hunter. They said the woman should go call people around to mobilize to get some money for the papi. The papi is cheap. The papi is cheapy. Only they try to eat their money. You say the papi is sick, but the papi wife here. The last time the woman wife came here was 5 years ago. But this time the woman got some people. Poor lady. We want Cummings. We want Cummings. We want Charlene. In Liberia today, that Cummings we want to. Yeah. In Liberia today, that Cummings we want to. Come October 10, Cummings will win the election to go executive mansion to be our president. A Cummings, yeah, the man who we want. Cummings has the vision. That's why he look for the best people. You know, you people say we are arrogant. You know why you say that? Because we are damn proud of our candidate. Yeah. We are proud of our candidate. He will win this election. He will win this election. The surprising part of it, plenty of you better get your doctor near you. Yeah. Get your doctor near you. You will win this election. I think coming up, baby. Yeah, coming to be president in Atlanta. Hey, running Atlanta to show how dumb you are. To show how you dumb. And because the man say Mr. Bwaka will win in Foya. Foya is in Liberia. How Mr. Cummings will win in Atlanta when he living in Liberia and the election is in Liberia? Tell me. Siafa, you're dumb, man. I don't, man. Stop it, man. I just say the man will win in Atlanta. The men are running in America. That one day, and I know Sweet said. At least Viking said that Mr. Bwaka will win in Foya. Foya is in Liberia. So even if you want to be sarcastic, say Mr. Cummings will win in Maryland, they will understand what Mr. But winning in Atlanta, if Mr. Cummings win in Atlanta for true, to be governor of Atlanta, a big thing. But don't be naive and think that you're sarcastic enough, but you are not. Just say Mr. Cummings will win in Maryland. Then I say, oh, but they got two trying to. But the man say four, and they say Atlanta. Atlanta 10 times better than Liberia. Yeah. but you know they're not Atlanta, so stop it. Listen, I don't know why people can be talking about how can a vice president, now they brag you, they say, oh, he came second in all the county, but he won one county in 12 years. He won Lofa County because of tribal business that all they voted for him. But you know your Lofian people, sometimes I can just say good for you too in the county. This man who was there for 12 years ain't do nothing for your state vote for him. Your state vote for him because you feel that like your tribal man. People here he said nobody know coming in Liberia, only in America. You hear about men who struggle with his lifestyle. But you see, if you say in Atlanta they get gay, so it look like fire. You yourself, it look like when you want to know that if you want to believe it, I think you can send your wife or you can go there and try. I told you a long time. If you're not too sure, go there and try all that damn thing, can't move nobody again. You get a dead man, you get a corrupt vice president who cannot even speak. His voice gone. You using battery. Then you worry about somebody struggling with life. Okay, since you want me, let me take a break. Let me take a break so we can watch some video here. Yeah? Yeah? Mr. What
is complete bullshit. When people can accuse you of stealing people's money, when they can accuse you of being involved in war, anything, people don't make up stuff. They don't make up shit. Excuse my language, right?
I was so shit in the crowd looking around the place, so crowded, foreign guests all over the place. And I get it, I invented it, and I stuck it on Ellis Kumin, and it stuck. And I get it, I invented it, and I stuck it on Ellis Kumin, and it stuck. It stuck. Today did I get it still on Ellis Kumin? It was something I invented. It was something I invented. It was something I invented. And the way I did it, I called somebody from Atlanta, where you are living. So I created a story, and I called the person and attached the person into it. The person is a big Liberian guy too. You say, yeah, my man, I will tell you the truth. So I created a story, and I called the person and attached the person into it. The person is a big Liberian guy too. You say, yeah, my man, I will tell you the truth. So I use that person as a reference. That information, so that's what we did. Yeah, so that I'm not confident that whole gating I invented it. Yeah, so that I'm not confident that whole gating I invented it. And what's gonna pick and working right? Publish that story, the one about his wife and everything. Shit.
The first of all, complete bullshit, complete nonsense. But there's this what I call sort of vicious lie about the fact that Mr. Kobe is gay or bring gay lifestyle to Liberia. It's complete bullshit. When people can accuse you of stealing people's money, when they can accuse you of being involved in war, anything, people don't make up stuff. They don't make up shit. Excuse my language, right? So it's complete nonsense. I mentioned earlier, I don't know if I'm sure you were here, right? You playing the game, right? I'm married to Teresa, 2 children, 5 grandchildren. I believe in traditional family values, so it's complete bullshit, complete nonsense. And let's dispel that tonight in this forum, and as I've done in many other forums. But let me address that one.
Question on gay rights. And I've answered this question, and perhaps not too elegantly. And I've used the words that I'm conflicted by this issue, but let me explain why. Let me explain what I mean by that.
I do not support same-sex marriage, never have. As a Christian married man, that's not a lifestyle I support, and that is not a lifestyle the Liberian people generally support. I often say to people as well that that is not a priority for most Liberians today. Liberians want jobs, they want better healthcare, they want better education, they want better infrastructure, etc., and that's where we should focus our energy, and that's where my energy is focused.
You answered that question the right way?
But to answer the question directly, and I have, that is not a lifestyle I support.
There will be a political answer that, people will perhaps want to hear, and that I will not, change my answer to suit different situations. I think that's the kind of leader, we should be, looking for.
That is not a lifestyle I support. That is not a lifestyle I support.
Question on gay rights. And I've answered this question, and perhaps not too elegantly. And I've used the words that I'm conflicted by this issue, but let me explain why. Let me explain what I mean by that.
I do not support same-sex marriage. Never have. So Christian married man, that's not a lifestyle I support, and that is not a lifestyle the Liberian people generally support. I often say to people as well that, that is not a priority for most Liberians today. Liberians want jobs, they want better healthcare, they want better education, they want better infrastructure, etc., etc. And that's where we should focus our energy, and that's where my energy is focused.
You answered that question the right way?
But to answer the question directly, and I have, that is not a lifestyle I support.
There will be a political answer that, people will perhaps want to hear, and that I will not, change my answer to suit different situations. I think that's the kind of leader, we should be, looking for.
That is not a lifestyle I support. That is not a lifestyle I support.
Okay. So and fire for you to understand certain things. I want you to open your mind. You understand? I want you to be a smart individual. Sometimes stupidity is our biggest problem. We follow people because we want to. People put things on internet and you follow them, and you insulting a man, you call him gay and whatsoever, and you think that we will sit there because that's the only thing you got. Since I can't beat him, since he's hard to be beaten, I would tell and say, he just coming, he's a gay, he's short, oh, that man there, and nobody know him. That's it. That's all you got. Calling Mr. Cummings gay is over with. We done with that thing long time, and we're not going to pay no mind. You're not going to change the topic. We'll continue to tell the Liberian people that UP has no option. They got no plans. You cannot show us what you will do. At least you just listen to Mr. Cummings, what he would do, what we can do. That is agenda. Well, Mr. Bwaka cannot even tell us what he would do different than George Weah. You sitting there, George Weah, cussing you all over the place. You can't even challenge him. At least we can challenge George Weah and challenge you. We beat two of you because we beat you first, and then we beat George Weah second. Or we beat George Weah, and then maybe you and myself can go in the race. But I know this race, I'm taking first place. ANC, CPP, taking first place in the race. We're taking first place in this race. So you be going around and talking nonsense. You think the Liberian people voting for Mo Ali? You think the Liberian people voting for corruption, corrupt Stanton? You think the people voting for Eugene Fagon? They probably not even voting for me either. But at least my candidate can talk. My candidate going around the country campaigning. Your own stay sleeping. Because your own rob the Liberian people. You lie to the people, say you're sick, and you know you're sick. Now I catch up with you. This is a public job. We the one you asking us to hire you. You are not fit. My people, President VP Bwaka is not fit to be president. He asking us to vote for him. We cannot vote for him because we will not be voting for Jeremiah Kun and the corrupt people. Because if you vote for them, forget about 2029. They will disgrace us. They will kill us. They got killed off Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson is a serious killer. He damaged a lot of lives. So Mr. Bwaga don't care. He sleep with the devil. He dance with the devil. Okay, guys. Y'all have a good day. Joseph Newman Bwaga is in. If 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 nothing changed today, I will go to the town hall meeting. That's a fake town hall meeting. Who having town hall meeting on Wednesday? Usually if I don't go there, he get job. Who having town hall meeting on Wednesday? Eh? Don't get too much traffic. Who most of you fire in as my voting card? I'm voting. Okay, fire. Show your voting card. Cover the name. Show your face. Show it. You can do it. And you can post on it. Go ahead, do it. Show your voting card. You ain't get none. I can bring you on. If you want to come, I can bring you on. And then you show your voting card to the people. You get a voting card. You come into a most of you get a voting card. You look at the followers I got. Look how many comments from you. Look at. Fire, you're not my friend, so I can send you my link. I'm checking for your name on, but I can't see you, so oh, so far you requested for friendship long time, man. Okay, I send a link to you, Fire. Come on. You said I should bring you on. Come on. I see you requested for friendship long time. I just saw it. Yeah, I hope you got your voting card on you to show me. Oh. Fire, you can count on that. I sent you the link. You said okay. I just saw your text. You said okay. Say you say you have big sense in my head. I want you to kind of give more sense.
I can't go through.
Why you can't go through? You don't got a good phone
I use one of the best phone in the world.
because you know how to use it at all. You know how to use your best phone in the world.
It's not for you now.
I say you know how to use it because if you can use the phone, then you're supposed to be able to talk. You know to get on. You know how to get on stream, yeah.
That's the problem we get with you.
But you know how to get on the stream, yeah. So which one is the best phone you got in the world? Say you say you got the best phone in the world. Which one?
I get iPhone.
Okay, now to show you how to use it because listen to me now. Then when you ask, you know how to use it because if I send a link to you and you get an iPhone, it will not just come on. You sort of follow the instruction. It will tell you exactly what to do because all my product, my equipment is iPhone. You know what I'm saying? I got iPad, iPhone. So don't come tell me you get the best phone in the world. iPhone is the best phone in the world. Yeah. You want to come, bro? Bring it. Then you want to get on it. You want to talk about why you get best phone in the world. That Samsung will be easier for you, but iPhone you know how to use it. Go say. Talk now. You online. Go ahead. Express yourself. What you say? Well, okay. The man said he got the best phone in the world, but yet say he know how to use it. When you're using an iPhone, it's not like anybody a pro or you must know how to use it. Whenever you have an iPhone and they send you the code, you will not get on it. They will tell you to copy the link. That link that I sent to you, you copy it into your browser and go through the Safari, and then you send it to yourself, and then you can get on. That's the easy way, especially when you're using an iPhone. But don't tell people you're using the best phone in the world. Some people, all the children get a shitty phone here. The iPhone is, but I know which one they say. So don't say you get the best phone. You get the best phone, you can use it. Okay, guys, I gotta go, man. Fire, follow me next time. Y'all have a good day. God bless you. Tomorrow, no show tomorrow. Tomorrow is holiday in Liberia. We wish everyone a happy July 26th. And the people in America celebrated it already. So in Liberia, they'll be celebrating tomorrow. I don't know if the government having something because that's all they can do. Just so they have it for a handful of people while other people are suffering. What kind of messed up government? Yeah. Mess up. Okay, and hey, Rebecca. Well, how's everything with man? Hope you're doing good. You in Liberia already, or when will you be going to Liberia? And Fire, if you want to come on next time, you can inbox me. I will bring you on the show. But I just want you to know that you can't get any false information on my show. I will stop you from speaking. Okay, you have a good day. Bye.